Doe is a gospel R&B Christian singer who started singing in a very young age. She was born in Washington and grew up in Louisiana. She started singing with her family because it was traditional in a household to sing with the family. So she grew up with singing, with harmonies, with gospel choirs. Of course, she grew up in church, so she was singing in church too. So she was learning more about her voice, about singing, and about her singing tone. Later on, she formed a singing group with her family. Her parents have 5 kids, 3 girls and 2 boys. So they became a band and they signed a record deal with EMA Gospel. They were called Forever Jones. Doe became the lead singer of the family without knowing it will help her for her future as a solo artist. So they started singing, performing in different events, churches. From 2010 to 2014, they released 3 different albums: Get Ready, Musical Revival, Prayers Tools Volume 1. During that time, they were nominated for different award shows: Dove, Stellar and Grammy Awards. After the last album, the group decided to go separate ways, so everyone started to focus more on their own career. Young Doe knew that she wanted to become a solo singer, but for her it was important to do it the right way. So she prayed a lot, she went a lot to the studio, created some songs, and she wanted to know in which direction God will take her. She had some good and great offers from huge record labels, but for some reason it did not click with her. So she decided to wait and let God talk to her more. At the same time, she was recording and writing some songs, and she wanted to create music that helped people to pray, to make music that bring people to their knees and to open their hearts in front of God. She started to work as a youth pastor in Dallas and was doing a lot of behind the scenes work. In 2018, Jonathan Mcreynolds wanted her to record a song with him for his album Make Room. Shortly after, she released 2 singles, Deepest Part of You and Reach. Those were for her upcoming EP Brighter. She wrote all the songs of the EP with the help of Jonathan Mcreynolds and some other writers. In 2020, it was announced that Doe signed a deal with Jonathan Mcreynolds' new label. Jonathan said he wanted always to work with Doe because he thought she was a dope artist, a great talent with an outstanding voice. So with a new label, she started to work on her new album. She was recording a lot of songs with the help of Jonathan and some other producers. In February 22, Doe released the first solo album, Clarity, with her well-known singles like Brighter, I Try, Clarity, So Good, and her most successful song, When I Pray. Performers on the Dove Awards this year, alongside huge gospel artists like Erica Campbell and Cissy Winans. A lot of musicians in the gospel industry wanted to work with her. For example, Israel Houghton for the song Broken People.
Singing and dancing, you put me back together, put me back together. I'm fully accepted, I've always been welcome here, 'cause you love broken people like me. Raised out of the ashes,
bring something new and fresh to the music industry. She is a Christian R&B gospel singer with a country and pop sound into her music and her voice. What I personally like about her is she has a completely own sound. She don't try to be like anyone else, and that's very important in this music industry. No matter if you are a pop artist, an R&B artist, or a Christian artist, you need to stand out and you need something that makes you unique. Because some singers come to the industry want to sound like CeCe Winans, they want to sound like Mary Mary, they want to sound like Kim Burrell or the Clark sisters. But real musicians don't try to sound like anyone else. I love that she takes the time to know what God wants from her and she put it into her music to share that with the world. And seeing her from the outside, you can tell that she is a really authentic young woman. She's not just a great singer, but she's also a great performer, and I think if she developed that, she can become very huge. It's not about to become the next superstar, but it's about to reach the next generation, people who never heard about God. And I think she is the artist who can do that. I have to be very honest, a lot of gospel singers comes into this industry and sound the same. It's not that interesting for me to hear them because they try to sound like another singer who is already there. Though reminds me a lot of the R&B singer Her, because Her is one of those singers, she don't care what happens in the music industry. She sounds like I want to do my thing and I don't care what type of sound is popping right now in the industry. I see similarities in those artists when it comes to art. What I think is songs like When I Pray and Broken People are super strong songs. When I listen to those albums, some of the songs are great, some of the songs are normal, and some of the songs are not for me. If I'm able to give a constructive criticism, I would say she need to work more on her sound. Not to say that her sound is bad, but I think she need to create a more cohesive type of work. When I Pray, it's another level, and I believe this type of song can be a crossover song just because mainstream don't support those types of songs. That's the reason why she don't chart on other charts, but I think that song is up there. And like I said, there are other songs that are great too, but me personally, I think there are some songs that did not fit to her sound and not to her album. But what I like about her is she's trying to tap into different sounds and different directions. She's like the type of artist to say, oh, I tried this Latin sound this time, I tried this rock sound this time. Like she knows exactly what type of artist she is and what she wants to do to stay true to herself and to her faith. If you don't know her, check her out, because I know mainstream don't support those type of artists, and a lot of people don't know that this type of artists exists. I hope you liked the video. When yes, leave me a thumb up, leave me a comment, subscribe my channel to don't miss any other videos. And if you want to know what happened to the legendary Christian R&B group Out of Eden, then click to the next video and watch it. We see each other next time. Bye.